Whoa, Next Gen, what happened to your face?
So hey there, you guys. Next and Striker here, back for another discussion. Yeah. So let's talk about Dragon Ball Z. Now, I was thinking about doing this. This week's my finals week, and after that, I get easy classes. Thank goodness, and I don't have to work this week, which is kind of a bummer. So I thought, hey, let's make a discussion while the sun's still out, and daylight savings makes it harder to make YouTube videos. But anyway, so today I'm going to talk about where the Dragon Ball Z series of games needs to go into the future. So, as you guys know, pretty much the whole next generation of Dragon Ball Z games have not been up to par with the last generation. They've more or less been copy and paste. Let's start off with Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit. Now, for starters, yes, I did like Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit. It was good. It was really fun. And the story was, again, one of the best. But the thing about it is that it had a lack of characters, and the story just cut off itself, which is like the easy way of, it's like the easy way out for any developer of Dragon Ball Z. Just like, oh, it's cut off itself for some reason. Can't add that last arc of Dragon Ball Z. That's too hard. So kind of stupid how they always do that, and they'll always have like Bardock and Broly as the two stock villain or the two stock movie characters because I guess they're the most popular. I don't know. I kind of thought Cooler was the most popular aside from Broly, but whatever. So, anyway, so that game, that's pretty much its problems. The fighting system wasn't as fun as Budokai 3's, I don't think, but it was pretty high up there. It was pretty fun. Except for just being able to continuously fly around and dodge every attack. That was kind of cheap. But anyway, so then we moved into, aside from the handhelds weren't that good either, except for Attack of the Saiyans, which was really good. I like that game. Actually, one of my favorites. But we moved into Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball, oh, excuse me, don't put the Z on there, Dragon Ball Raging Blast, and pretty much it was really a copy and paste of Tenkaichi. Basically what they did was they just took that same fighting system, cut down a lot of the things in it, and then just added a few new gimmicky things. Now, I did like Raging Blast 1 for what it was. It wasn't the best game of the 3Ds, but it was pretty decent. I mean, it was fun, and the story was okay. It was kind of slow, but yeah, they went a little bit too far with the story. There's like literally every battle they reenacted. That was a little far, but it was good for what it was. I like some of the new features, like how you could smash people into the ground, the whole ground just like, and I kind of liked how you could just like deflect the energy blast. And let's see, what else could you do? You could like knock people into a wall, but that wasn't that great either. That kind of got repetitive and annoying. So yeah, that was that. And then Raging Blast 2 was why Raging Blast 2? Why? But yeah, anyway, Raging Blast 2 was more or less the same thing again with a bunch of stock characters that were pointless, and it was really disappointing when I bought the game. I mean, initially, I didn't even want to buy the game, but when they had that original anime movie, I was like, okay, I'll buy the game, fine. I hope the fighting system's good. And what did we get? No story mode, which I understand why, but the way they did it was just so horrible. No story mode. The characters were worthless, pretty much like the newer ones, except for a few like Ultimate Gohan and Cooler. And the moves, again, were recycled from the older games. It's like after Atari got done with the Budokais, and after Spike got done with the original Tenkaichis, well, the three Tenkaichis, unless you count Ultimate, but anyway, whenever they got done with that, they literally just recycled everything, which is disappointing. And, GT was left out of every next generation Dragon Ball Z, which, again, disappointing. I don't know what it is about Dragon Ball Z. Like, right after Boo, they just quit caring. I don't know, like, do they hate GT or what? I mean, GT is cool for its characters. I mean, it wasn't as good as Z, granted, but it was still cool, and it's part of the trilogy here. You can't just do Z. I mean, if you're going to be accurate, you should do Dragon Ball and then Dragon Ball Z and then GT, really. But, you know how they are. They're lazy. They just want to do Z, which is the most known, and the only one currently on TV. But anyway, and then they finally were like, oh, so people are tired of getting boned for buying the same game over and over. Let's make a new thing. And this game was good, but the problem with it was that it was more or less, it was just repetitive. It was the same thing over and over again, kind of like, well, it wasn't like the other games. I will give them credit for trying something new. But really, the point of this video, which I mean, 4 minutes, 5 minutes in, finally getting to the point, is what they need to actually do for the next game. So it depends on which route they go. If they go for the 2D fighting, which is personally my favorite, I think it's the tightest controls, the funnest, the fastest. If they do that, just make another game like that. I mean, just add the characters that we need. Don't be cheap on the characters, okay? Just make it like a Tenkaichi roster, but with that fighting system, and it'll be fun. I mean, it's not hard to mess up that. I mean, it's not hard to make. I mean, is it really that hard? Just good graphics, good fighting engine, be a little original with the moves. You don't have to copy and paste them over and over, and make the story decent, and that's all we need. We don't need gimmicky boss battles. We don't need all this other crap they've done. And then there's also another route. They could also go the Tenkaichi route with the original Tenkaichi, like the 3D fighting. You know what I'm talking about. If they go that route, they should make it like Tenkaichi 3, except be a little bit more original, like I've said before, copy and paste and everything. I mean, I guess the same characters from that game, maybe add some more. They had a lot. So if they at least had that many with good graphics and add some new things to the fighting engine, that's good enough for me. That's all I'm saying. And then if they went the Ultimate Tenkaichi route, what they need to do is they can keep it the same, but there's two big things they need to change, okay? Number one, they need to change the close quarters combat, because that is so gimmicky. Like, literally, you're sitting here like this, right? Whoever hits first wins. That's all there is to it. Whoever hits first wins. There's no defense. You can't, like, teleport behind them or defend yourself or anything. You're just screwed. I mean, you can hold block and you'll do the Sonic Sway, but it's still so, like, it's worthless, really. It's just when both people are going and whoever hits first wins. But they need to change that for sure. Make it like a Budokai kind of thing, And then when you get to the QuickTime events, seriously, change it up a little bit. You don't need the same 3 animations for every single character. Change it up. Now, the special moves were fine. I didn't have a problem with special moves. They made them epic. I mean, they kind of got a little bit repetitive, but not nearly as much as the QuickTime events. I mean, seriously, let's be a little bit, let's be a little bit more original. So, at least, I mean, I guess they could do a cross of Budokai in this game if they just add the QuickTime events as a special little thing, like Budokai 3, which was where it was best. But anyway, this video has been going on forever, so I'm just going to cut it off right here. Tell me what your thoughts are, and hope you like me, because if you do, you should subscribe, like, comment. I love it all. And if you have any questions from a Q&A, send it as a personal message. I haven't been getting any love lately. I don't know what the deal is. Like, my subscribers are just like, well, screw next gen. Just kidding. But anyway, catch you guys. I did forget to mention something. I will be doing, well, now that I work at GameStop, I'm able to check out games for 4 days. So if you guys want me to make an impressions video on any of the new games that come out, I'll be glad to. I mean, I'm going to try to check out GoldenEye, Sonic Generations, Modern Warfare 3, even though I did hate it on a lot. I want to see what it's like, for customers' sake, and just to tell friends, be like, hey, it's the same, or, well, they actually tried something new. And let's see what else. Skyrim, I want to try Skyrim. I'm not going to get very far, granted, considering it's like 300 plus hours, which is crazy. Yeah, you guys are hardcore, you RPG fans. But yeah, that's all I can think of. I'm sure there's more, because this is like holiday rapage season. Oh yeah, I guess I should try out Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 just to see if it's worth it. But who knows? So anyway, yeah, catch you guys later.